next panelist, Professor Segar Sampath Kumar. It's an honor and privilege to have Professor Sampath Kumar with us. He has over 30 years of rich experience in the general insurance industry. He is currently the chair professor of National Insurance Academy, and he retired as a general manager and director of General Insurance Corporation of India. He was also a director of Stock Holding Corporation of India from 2014 to 2017. He was the chairman of the Risk Management Committee of Stock Holding Corporation Board. He was a member of IRDA Expert Committee to examine health insurance framework and a member of FICCI Health Advisory. So we really welcome Professor Sampath Kumar, and it's an honor to have him on the panel. So Professor Sampath Kumar, what are your views on future of health insurance in the new normal? And also, how do we bridge the trust deficit among various stakeholders, including payers, providers, and patients?
Thank you, Gaurav. I feel that the health insurance industry in India has a very, very bright future. If you look at the past 10, 15 years in general insurance, among all lines of business, no other business has grown the way health has grown. Health insurance has had a combined annual growth rate of 21% across all these 2 decades. And I'm very positive that it would continue to grow. It continues to grow because more and more people are aspiring for health insurance. And I see a very bright future, not only in terms of growth, but health insurance as a body will assume a more important role in developing and evolving the entire healthcare ecosystem. As payers, I'm pretty sure that with almost around 60,000 crore of business, the insurers as a body represent a very big group of payers. And if I do hope that as a body, the General Insurance Council would work together and forge new initiatives in terms of talking to the providers, in terms of talking to all the stakeholders, and evolving a good, viable healthcare ecosystem. And coming to your next question about trust deficit between the 3 major stakeholders, the providers on the one hand, the payers and the patients. I would say the trust, there is mutual distrust. Providers don't trust payers, payers don't trust providers. Providers think that we are a nuisance. I mean, a doctor rightly thinks that he has got the right to treat the patient the way he wants to. And he doesn't want the health insurer poking his nose into the treatment. I mean, that is his perception. No health insurer would ever venture to come and tell the doctor that this is the way that you need to treat a patient. Not at all. What the health insurers say is, this is where our financing will end. There are 2 aspects, please understand. Health treatment, healthcare delivery is one thing where the patient and the doctor, they decide the course of the treatment and it happens. Healthcare financing is a subsequent and incidental part where as insurers we say, please understand insurance is pooling resources from multiple agents, multiple people, and then dispensing to those who need it. In such a framework, you need to ensure that you don't spend too much on a particular person, not too much on a particular treatment. Therefore, there are certain rules framed around it. As I have found, especially during the initial years, that providers have been impatient with us, I would even say intolerant with us. But I think that would be the past. At present, I see that more and more providers understand and appreciate the important role that health insurers as payers are going to play. And there is some, I would say the mistrust has come down significantly. On our part also as insurers, we might have been having mistrust on the healthcare providers without understanding their concerns. But as we see, what happens is, what is the root of mistrust? Ignorance, lack of knowledge. If I understand the other person fully and the other person understands me fully, there is unlikely to be a mistrust. And that is what we need to work about. That is what we need to work towards. I mean, there
I think we have lost him. There is some signal issue. Okay, so I think we will proceed to our next panelist.
Insurers and the insured. Yes, there is some mistrust happening. The client, the customer always feels that insurance companies deny claims which are otherwise payable. Most of the customers, you would be surprised. There are people who are chartered accountants, who are CFOs, who are otherwise know how insurance operates. They still feel insurance companies deny claims that are otherwise payable. What I need to submit is insurance companies mostly pay claims within the framework of the contract of insurance, and they deny claim only when they need to. This mistrust also is coming down because the regulator has also taken a lot of initiative in terms of standardizing these things. Even recently, the pre-existing disease definition, which has been the cause of considerable heartburn among the customers. The regulator has taken a very bold step of containing this defense only to two circumstances, where in the past 4 years, the customer had indeed consulted a physician, or in the past 4 years, the customer has undergone a treatment. Only those two circumstances will qualify to a defense of pre-existing disease. Even if you look at the data, you would see that there are hundreds and hundreds of claims that the insurance companies pay. In fact, if you look at the outgo, the insurance companies, including the health insurance companies, are incurring more towards the claims and the expenses than what they earn. So I think over a period of time, the mistrust will also vanish, hopefully. So these all are, these are all concurrent stages of evolution. These things don't happen in sequence, they happen concurrently, and I'm happy that we are on the right track. But as I said earlier, I'm only worried about the pace. I mean, as Vaidheesh said, there are too many people languishing for want of healthcare financing, and the sooner we get around to delivering these things, the better.
Thanks, Professor Sampath Kumar. I think these were very valuable insights. And I think the most important part is about having honest and transparent discussion between all the stakeholders, between the provider, between the payer and patient. And if we continuously engage them and have a continuous, consistent communication, effective communication, I think this trust deficit will reduce over a period of time, because ultimately patient is at the fulcrum and we all are working towards serving that patient. And that is the ultimate objective of whether it is a provider or a payer.